So now let us learn measuring angles. Angles are measured in a unit called degree. The symbol for degree is a small circle which is placed above the right side of any given number. An instrument called a protractor is used to measure angle. You all can see the figure of a protractor, or we also call it as D. You all can observe that on my D I have two scales or two readings. One is the outer scale and one is the inner scale. So the inner scale is marked from 0 to 180 degrees starting from right to left. So if you observe the inner scale, the baseline, that is the right side sleeping horizontal line, starts with 0 and takes a complete half turn towards the left and end up with 180 degree. Whereas the outer scale is marked from 0 degree to 180 degree, similar manner, but in the opposite direction, that is from left to right. If you observe the horizontal line to the left side, the outer scale starts from 0, takes a complete half turn and it ends up to 180 degree. So thus each scale is divided into 180 equal parts. Each division of scale represents 1 degree. The number of degrees in an angle is called its measure. Hello students, so now I'll explain you drawing angles using a protractor. As you can see, this is a protractor. We all have a protractor with us in our compass box, or even we get it individually from the market. Now I would like to explain you some very important thing. Let me take it on a plain paper here. So now children, you all can see this D. Now as we have seen, these are the inner readings and this is the outer reading. The outer scale is outer reading. Now first and foremost thing, when do I have to use these readings? And usually children make small mistakes because of these confusions. So let me tell you children, you all can see that I have a small d here also, where my straight horizontal line and the vertical line coincide at a point. This is your center point. Now it all depends on the way of arm or the arrow to which side you take. For example, if I'm taking the arrow to my right side, keep one thing in your mind children, you have to decide the arrow that is coinciding with 0. Now this middle point will be kept at the point which is here, so I keep it over here and see to it, it is straight and horizontal with the lines. So when I do this, I can see that this arrow is coinciding with this 0 which is in the inner scale. So the arrow decides. If it is the arrow to the right side, you will be taking inner scale, and if it is an arrow to the left side, we will be taking outer scale. So now my arrow is coinciding to the right side and the coinciding 0 is with inner scale. So let us take an example. I have to draw 60 degree. So I go on counting 10, 20 with my inner scale and I come up to 60. Here I make a small point and I remove my D. Now this point and this point has to be joined using a scale, and this gives me angle of 60 degree. Let us name this as angle A, B, C. This is how we use inner scale when my arrow is to the right side. Similarly, I have already drawn some few angles for your children. In each case I have taken the arrow to the right side, that means the inner scale. So now I have taken the D, I have kept it on the point and I have coincided it and it has given me 45 degrees. As you all can see, I have taken the inner scale, 0 se coincide, okay. 45 degree will come in between 40 and 50 and this is how it's making 45 degree. This is how we draw an angle. The other example, let me show you, is 20 degree. So let us come with 20 degree. Again draw an arrow whichever side you decide. If you are taking the right side, So 20 degrees here with you, and this is how I draw 20 degree using a D. Now I'll show you one obtuse angle. So as you can see, again I have taken the arrow to the right side. I have kept my D here, and this gives me 110 degree, as you can see. Now the confusion here is, children, I am taking my inner reading. Please, you all have to be very alert and attentive when you are drawing angles, because most of the time we go on, we understand that we have to take inner reading, but when we come to 110, 70, we try to observe the reading which is upside, because this 70 from the outer scale is nothing but 110, and we tend to stop over here. Please understand, 110 is an obtuse angle which is more than 90 degree. So 90 degree तुम्हारा यहाँ है, here, so it has to be more. So here comes my 110 degree, and I put a point and I have joined it. This is how we draw angles: acute angle, obtuse angle, right angle using protractor. Kindly note, we will not be seeing or taking drawing of reflex angle, because we will only learn how do we calculate reflex angle. Thank you. So now children, we will just see how do we calculate reflex angle from the given angles. My first angle is given as angle 40 degrees. So to calculate reflex angle, we have to take the full turn of 360 degree, and we have to subtract it by the given angle. So 360 degree minus 40 degree is 320 degree. This is how we get the reflex angle. The B1 is 60 degree, so 360 minus 60 is 300. This is your reflex angle. Then 90 degree, from 90 degree I need to find my reflex angle. So 360 degree minus 90 gives you 270 degree, and the last 110 degree, once again 360 minus 110 will give you 250 degree. Any angle which is given and asked to find reflex angle, you have to subtract it from 360 degree. The answer that you get, or the difference that you get, is your reflex angle. This is how we calculate reflex angles.